We want to thank Playful Corps for sending us a copy of this game to review. We hope it has done well and will continue to do so. I remember when the original Super Lucky's Tale was announced for Xbox One back at E3 2017, and feeling pretty good about the return of a 3D platformer in this era, especially on the Xbox. Its timing was pretty unlucky, however. It came at a time when the likes of Super Mario Odyssey, Yooka-Laylee, A Hat in Time, and Crash N. Sane Trilogy had just launched, and so got completely lost in the shuffle. Thankfully though, the game saw new light in 2019 with its Switch remake? Port? Whatever it is, new Super Lucky's Tale came to a platform where its genre thrives, but was Lady Luck able to grant Lucky some success? I'm NantenJex, and these are my thoughts. 3D platformer storylines are pretty basic, and this one is no exception. Jinx, a villainous feline, is sealed away with his army inside the Book of Ages, but Lucky is accidentally taken with him, and so our brave fox hero must go on a quest to help the denizens of the book's pages defeat Jinx and get home to his sister and friends. A simple setup, but one that works and explains why Lucky would have to step up despite being a child. Presentation wise, however, while it looks very nice and polished, I don't think they really take advantage of the book's setting. You wouldn't know you were in a book, and while each world is distinct looking, it could have easily been just an area in Lucky's world. The main references to it being a book is that the main collectibles are pages, despite the fact that they call them clovers for some reason. Although this is a critique, it's not a deal breaker or anything, as the game is still visually good looking and the various races of characters are pretty unique, from golems to maggots. It could have just done more. I do like the character designs in this game though, especially for each of the kitty litter, this game's Koopalings or Deadly Six. They're definitely better designed than the latter, with each feeling distinct and memorable. They're probably my favourite designs in the game, although Lucky is not too bad himself. He hits that right sweet spot of looking cute and childlike while also being ready for adventure, kind of like an early Sonic design. You can also dress him up, so I went full explorer and enjoyed the design even more for some reason. Maybe because it kind of matches my avatar. I'm on the hunt for the source! There is nothing to really comment on music-wise, so I guess I will finally talk about the gameplay, and if I had to compare it to another 3D platformer, we'd be here all day, because this game is inspired by pretty much every 3D platformer you could think of. There are elements of Donkey Kong Country here, like collecting the 5 letters in every level to spell the word lucky. There are open-ended levels like Super Mario 64, 3D linear levels like Crash Bandicoot, and some 2D platforming levels thrown into the mix. There's also hub worlds which remind me of Spyro, with gateways into each individual level. There are even some hidden puzzle areas for clovers, which can be quite hard. Unfortunately, this is a case of jack of all trades, master of none, as while the game has variety, I don't think it does any of these better or on par with any of its contemporaries. It has some pretty concepts for levels though. In one instance you're at a melon juicing factory, while in another you're at a barn festival where the main goal is to find every member of a band to put on a show for the townsfolk. It's just a shame that the actual gameplay and puzzles themselves are very standard. Saying that though, I will once again give Lucky himself some points here, as he is fairly versatile and controlling him is a lot of fun. You can run and jump of course, but you can also attack, roll, slide and dig. It feels really fun to control Lucky, similar to how it was to control Mario in Super Mario 64. This alone makes the game a ton more fun and really helps the player feel like a boss when you manage to pull off some tricky manoeuvre. Overall, my impression of the game is positive. At first I was going to go with average, but then something lucky happened. I stopped playing for a while because it got a little stale, but when I returned I instantly had a ton of fun once more and wanted to keep playing. I still don't think it's as masterful of a 3D platformer as some of its contemporaries, but if you like 3D platformers then you really can't go wrong with Lucky. The game is fun with some nice variety. Just make sure you take your time with it, savour the flavour instead of rushing it, and you may find a new favourite dish. Once again, special thank you to Playful Corps for the review copy, and we'd like to thank you all for watching. Let us know what you think of the game in the comments below, and if you are now interested in trying it out or not. Want to see what we get up to behind the scenes or take part in some video content? Then check out our Patreon and join our Discord, links to both below. With that, make sure you like, comment and subscribe so that you can always return to the source.